Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you might be watching this. Today we're going to make some drippings, mucky fat, bread and sop, beef sop, bread and drippings. It's got quite a few names. I got this piece of meat here from Walmart yesterday, and it's marked down to $4.17, and I'm going to use the chuck roast, and I'm going to use it to make my drippings. So here we go. I've got me a thick bottom pan here. You might say, well, what are drippings? Drippings are exactly what you think they are. We're going to take this meat and we're going to brown it on all sides. I cut my steak up here so I can get more drippings. Added me some oil to that pan. Okay, now, many years ago, you can make drippings intentionally. I'm making drippings here. Or they can be made unintentionally. You can use beef, you can use pork, chicken, mutton, lamb, veal, whatever you want to use. But what you do is you want to get them drippings. That stuff in the bottom. Now, of course, 100 years ago, your meat was a little bit different than it is nowadays. It was bred for food, and now it's bred for health. So you don't get those fatty pieces of pork and beef like you used to unless you pay a fortune for them. But what we're going to do is we're going to brown this beef on all sides, and we'll take it from there. Ooh, I'm getting a little close there. Let me back up. Now I am going to put a wee bit of salt and pepper on here, because I do have, although I'm making drippings, I'm going to use the beef in another recipe. So after this gets browned on all sides, I'll bring you back. We're getting there. I turned it over. Okay, so here we go, and I got it pretty well browned on all sides. So now I'm going to take this meat out. Now, if you have a good piece of meat, a good piece of pork, you won't have to add vegetable oil like I did. Now, your grandma, your nana, whoever, maybe your mama, on the stove used to keep a pot, and every time there was drippings, they'd put the drippings in that pot of grease. And then, of course, someone would come by and make a sandwich out of those drippings, or use that drippings to make gravy, or use those drippings to fry eggs in, whatever the case might be. Now, I don't know why chicken wasn't used that often. But now, lots of times, too, you'd have your drippings like this, and someone would come along with a stale piece of bread and get them drippings up like that. Delicious, y'all. Really delicious. But now, like I said, I made these drippings on purpose. Y'all, you really need to try this. I made those drippings on purpose because I've got an ulterior motive here. And if you watch my videos, you know I always cook one thing and end up making 3 or 4 things out of it. So, let me get this in a bowl, and we'll take it from there. Okay, I put the meat back in the pot because for this video, the meat's finished. So we're going to put that off to the side. We're going to let this stew, make some nice tender beef. And that will be in another video. I'm going to make a beef stew video. So look out for that video. But for right now, for this video, we're done with the beef. Okay, y'all, now to finish our mucky fat or drippings, bread and drippings, or whatever you want to call it. I've got me 2 slices of bread here. This is my homemade bread. This won't work with that old fluffy stuff you get at Walmart. But we're going to take this grease and we're going to spread it on this bread. Now we got the heat on kind of low. But we're going to kind of like making a grilled cheese, but using that beef grease. Now, y'all, people used to do this all the time. You can use bacon, you can use chicken. Chicken wasn't real popular. Pork. Now, I think a real mucky fat is made out of pork. I'm not real sure about that. But what we're going to do now is we're going to grill up this bread. And then we're going to go to the next part of our video. The next part of our meal, excuse me. So let's get that nice and grilled. And save them rest of them drippings for something else. Let's get this grilled and we'll take it from there. Okay, y'all. There's the bread. It's coming along just fine. And I used some more of those drippings to fry us up some eggs. Let me see what the other side looks like. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think I'll go ahead and shut this off. And we'll concentrate on our eggs here. Okay, y'all, it's plate up time. So we're going to take our fried bread here. That was fried in our drippings. And a couple of over easy eggs right on top. Oh, look at that. That's good. That's good. That's exactly what it's supposed to do. Let me get the other one served up here. Oops, get my banana out of the way there. So there you go, y'all. Drippings for breakfast. Okay, y'all. Now, Ernie's going to do his official taste test. We got our drippings toast here with a couple of over easy eggs on top and a banana on the side. There's the rest of our drippings there, and of course we got this beef going for another recipe. So Ernie, go ahead and get your fork and do a taste test. Now, y'all, a long time ago, people would keep the drippings from whatever they cooked, whatever meat they cooked. They'd keep it on the back of the stove, and if it got hard, they'd smear it on bread, and if it was soft, they'd dip the bread in it. Olive oil and health-conscious people just don't do those kind of things anymore, but it's really good. So, Ernie, go ahead and do it here. Let me cut you off a nice piece for you to try. So, what do you think? Here. Here, take this piece right here. Let's get that. Try that piece right there. Chop a little bit of that egg in it. Good? Oops. Got to turn this down. Okay. So there you go, y'all. Mucky fat for breakfast. Drippings. Fried bread. Good breakfast. Thanks for watching. Bye.